Is it in that book?
Weird though, isn't it?
Well, it's not true.
It is true.
What, in the same hospital, there was a baby born without a knob. Luckily, it's Carl.
What happened?
You swear to God you're not making...
The doctor came back smiling, because you won't believe it. There's a baby there with an excess of a knob.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm not... All these things are not made up, the educating stuff. That's why I do it, isn't it? Teaching you stuff. Always teaching you stuff.
Alright, if anyone can confirm the baby with no knob,
they're gonna confirm it, because they're gonna go to the same dubious website that Carl got it from.
I always try to be level-headed and reasonable in these situations.
It's always Guatemala or Mexico. Rodriguez was born without a knob. Luckily, baby next door, and then was one or two knobs. What a load of shite. Play a record.
There's still more to come.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to it. Was it Nelly?
Nelly dead.
It nearly died.
Nelly died.
Bones. Radiohead off the Benz album. I mean, might be my favourite album of all time.
You said it before, yeah. I can't say I've ever really got into it. I remember when it came out, it was just so ubiquitous everywhere, I never really bothered listening
to it. I can still listen to it every day. I mean, that might be sad, I don't know, but it's a fantastic album.
Yeah.
On XFM 104.9, just practicing for when we talk more about music than maybe monkeys and people born without knobs, baby. Carl, any other thoughts?
Well, I'm not gonna tell you any more educating stuff yet.
You're gonna tease me with that, are you?
Leave you with, it nearly died. Yeah. Get a load of this court case, right? But I want you thinking about...
Yeah, thinking about it, yeah, just getting the red juices ready. Yeah, like an aperitif, yeah, sure.
But, I just educated you.
Yeah.
Right? And I watched The Office Christmas stuff on, last Sunday.
Did you enjoy it?
I think it was good.
Good.
It was good.
Thank you very much.
It was one of my favourites. The second one was good.
Yeah, okay, the second one, more the paybacks in the second one, the first one's more set up.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'd have thought people would like the second one more. Yeah. So that's nice. That's a nice critique, thank you, Carl.
But there was something in it you did about cavemen.
Cavemen?
You said something about, it was a fact about cavemen, and you sort of only half did it. You didn't give the full information, like...
What?
Am I doing that? You just...
Where was it? What bit was it?
It was the bit when you were talking about getting a woman, I think, or you were talking about breasts or...
Oh, the one where I said the reason women have cleavage is it reminds men of buttocks, because when we were cavemen we used to do you from behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the blind date, yeah.
Is that a joke, or...?
Well, I was hoping it was funny. We were... Oh, you mean, no, I don't know. Yeah, I think I did. I think cleavage is meant to represent, in a sort of Desmond Morris pop sort of anthropology type way, I think I've seen that before, that, cleavage represents, buttocks. And I imagine, you know, cavemen probably did do it from behind. I don't know what you want to know, Carl, really. It's in a sitcom, it wasn't a documentary.
It looked like one.
Yeah. Brilliantly directed to look like one, I'll give you that.
No, but what you're saying, so blokes like...
Yeah, I think cleavage is represented like buttocks, because obviously buttocks were much more of a sexual organ, evolutionarily speaking. Breasts were to actually bring up, to suckle young, but, and were a sign of sexual maturity, so you're ready to mate. But whereas... Carl, I'm not an anthropologist, mate. I'm struggling here. What do you need to know? But yeah, I imagine that the cleavage reminds you of an arse.
Right. Well, if it's all about arse, why don't gays like a little bit of tip? No, do you know what I mean?
You've done me! So the question put to us today on XFM 104.9, please call me is, if it's all about arse, then why don't gays like a little bit of tit?
I was worried.
If it's all about arse, why don't gays like tit? If it's all about arse, why don't gays like tit? Just call in with your... Thanks very much for tuning in. This has been Children's TV. If it's all about arse, why don't gays like tit?
It's still been an hour and a quarter before we got round to gays, so it's good to see the evening appearance.
If it's all about arse, why don't gays like a bit of tit? Is the question. What a brilliant question. Well, if you're an anthropologist or a psychologist, a doctor, a gay, please call in. If it's all about arse, this is the question.
I'm not convinced by this whole, cleavage looks like an arse, that's
No, not Steve, nor am I. It's a bit of mock anthropology. I didn't think it would be under scrutiny.
I think it's more likely that the reason men find cleavage attractive is because they know there's a lovely pair of Bristols down there.
Yeah, so
it's like,
ooh,
here we are.
If that's what's on show,
Exactly, imagine what's down
if
below.
that's in the front window, right?
Yeah,
What you
I'm
got
gonna go into the shop.
Oh dear! Oh. The Coral, Bill Mackay. Oh, that's it, Steve. Why don't gays like a bit of tit?
I think there might be a lecture on that at the Royal Institute tonight. I'm not sure.
It's Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, I think he's giving a lecture.
Brilliant.
Tell you something else though, that's about cavemen and that.
Yeah.
Right?
Not really, go on.
Do you know,
I love the idea of a little gay fella. He's pulled a bird. All he's done is focused on the cleavage, and he's gone, that's a lovely arse. Right? He's got a bat. Right, pulls the dress down. No! Where's the arse? I've been gone. There's boobs. Boobs. I hate them. They're my worst. No. Right. Sorry, Carl.
cavemen and that.
Yeah. Back to it. Doesn't drop a beat, does he?
Do you know, like, when you get a bit scared, and the hairs on your back and that sort of go up?
Well, I haven't got a particularly hairy back, but go on.
No, but on your neck or...
Oh, yeah.
On your head. Do you know...
Not in your case, but... Sure.
Do you know where that comes from? Do you know why that happens?
Why it happens?
Yeah.
To look more fierce.
Yeah.
Probably residue of, like, the erectile tissue would, would make you look apes, and that would make you look slightly bigger, your outline bigger.
Yeah.
Is that the answer?
Yeah, just cavemen in front of dinosaurs and that, they sort of went, oh... And then...
Well, it wasn't cavemen in front of dinosaurs, was it? Because cavemen weren't alive when dinosaurs were alive.
There was a couple knocking about.
Right, okay, fair enough.
There was a crossover point, surely.
Not dinosaurs like you're
15 million. Was the, probably the Ice Age, there were still big reptiles.
I think it's fairly common knowledge that the dinosaurs did not exist.
Well, who gave the dinosaurs a name?
Well, no. Well, no.
Who gave the dinosaurs their names?
He's using cavemen as any genus of Homo.
Right.
I know he's thinking of the Flintstones, but I'm giving him an instep into evolution here. But
I should just point out, cavemen didn't have cars which they motored by running along the street.
And they didn't mix cement in pelicans.
You're aware of that?
Go on, Carl.
Should we have the Rockbusters answers? We've got to get that out of the way.
I'd love to. Number one was, don't be stealing my tools. Take your sisters. The initials were NK. That was Nick Ershaw, right?
Nick Ershaw?
Nick Ershaw, 80s.
I don't know. I've never heard of that band.
Nick Kershaw.
Nick Kershaw. Yeah, Nick. Sorry, what? I don't understand it. Nick. How does Nick Kershaw? No, don't move on. Nick Kershaw. What's Nick Kershaw? Jesus.
Alright.
It doesn't count. It's not a clue.
So let's just leave it behind us, alright?
Second one was, buy it if you want. I'm not bothered. You can think about it, come back, have a look around, think it over. I'm not fussed. The initials were SC. That was soft sell. Right?
That works.
Yeah.
Well done.
That works.
Right. And that's good. I can play 10-pin bowling again. That's O. That's outcast. Alright?
What
does that mean? Outcast?
You broke your arm. Right? Got the cast
that's ridiculous.
That's ludicrous.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
You broke your arm, you were in a cast, you've got rid of the cast, you're outcast.
Did anyone get that?
Yeah.
I mean, I am stunned.
I think, to be fair, that was because how many bands begin with O?
Yeah.
I think that's why people got it.
Exactly. But they were guesses, yeah. I could probably make Oasis work if I tried hard enough.
I've done that.
Oh, pardon me.
So, outcast.
That's ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
But it's ridiculous.
The leap to
We had
bowling.
worse than that!
No,
Imagine that!
I remember when I did my wristing, then it fixed, and I went temping bowling.
Why did you do your
So it's what you did. Brilliant. So next week's quiz is what am I thinking? You're an idiot, Carl. Play a
Who's the
record.
winner, so
Why did you do your wristing?
Crash.
A what?
Crash. Crash.
You had a crash?
Yeah.
That sounds like a story we've not explored.
Not much to it. I just went on a free sort of rally day. Got in this car. I'd been working all night, right? So I wasn't the best condition to be whizzing around a track in a car.
Sure.
Like a Formula 1 type car.
Yeah.
Spun out of control, hit some mud, smashed it all in, wrote it off, and I didn't realise I'd done a load of damage until...
Well, you landed on your head, but you were fine.
Yeah.
Who's the winner?
Mike Godley.
I'm in love with the girl that I'm talking about.
Bad time from the Jayhawks on XFM 104.9. Steve Motion, Ricky Gervais, Carl.
We're having a good time.
We are indeed.
Alright. Carl, what you got lined up for us now?
Right, well, you've got a choice.
Nearly dead?
You can have a bit of educating.
Yeah, that's how educating. Come on.
Educated Ricky. Can we just clarify what this is? I think a lot of new listeners perhaps aren't familiar with this.
It's when Carl looks on the internet and finds a weird story about, you know, the double knob, fun, and tells me about it, and it's usually not true.
Okay.
If it is true, I know it already. Go on then, Carl.
They're not really weird stuff, it's just stuff that's gone on. That's interested me, that's all it's
Yeah,
about, and I
go on.
educate about it.
I should just confirm that we've had a number of emails that say the baby born without a knob and then having one transplanted from a baby that luckily enough had two knobs is apparently true.
Yeah, no, listen.
So-
I don't question that you could be born with a deformity and get someone's, you know, fingers, knobs, What I'm saying is, it didn't happen with the doctor goes, I'll leave with it. I don't believe it. That baby's got two knobs.
Exactly.
What a coincidence. I bet that little bit of information isn't in there, is it?
Sure.
That he went out the door, I'm gonna get a coffee, came back, bloody hell, hold on, look, there's an extra knob, I found an extra knob. We put that knob on there. Perfect.
Right, well you've opted for the headline, It Nearly Died.
Yeah.
It's about this elephant.
Yeah.
80 years old.
Yeah.
In Africa. Right, it's had quite a good life and that. But then what happens is, I don't know what it's been eating, but his teeth fall out.
Yeah, that's what most elephants die of that because they grind them down, the teeth, until they can't chew anymore, and most elephants of dying of old age with an elephant is the fact that you haven't got teeth anymore.
Well, it's had a good innings, it was 80.
Yeah.
Right?
And it lived quite happily?
No, what they did was, the village got together, said,
Chew the food for
that's
it.
sad, isn't it? Made it some false teeth. Made it some teeth. Out of wood. Wooden teeth. For this elephant, that's 80. What do you think of that?
I don't know. I don't know if it's true, I don't know, I mean...
No, it is, forget that. You've been proved wrong once. It is true. What do you think about that?
Carl, it's like saying, yeah, my Auntie Nora saw a ghost, what do you think about that? There's no comment. I can't comment on it.
Would you have gone to the trouble, is what I'm saying?
To build an elephant some teeth?
It's 80.
Yeah.
With all the problems Africa's got and that, and they're messing about making teeth for an elephant.
What problems have Africa got?
Well, there's not enough food to go around, so if an elephant's dead, that's a bit more food left. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're assuming this is in the middle of a village where there was famine and starvation. It might have been South Africa, Kenya. You don't know. It's not all Ethiopia.
If it was a busy city, people in the village wouldn't have time to be messing about with making teeth and that, would they? It was a little village.
Yeah.
And local elephant.
The local elephant, like a local post office. I'll meet you by the elephant.
No, to be fair, Rick, I think I saw Bob Geldof on TV saying, please, people, stop making elephants' teeth. They are eating all the food, we're sending it over there.
The number, where's the teeth? I don't know, it's possible.
Send us the teeth.
It's possible. It's possible they've made this elephant some dentures. It is possible.
Wouldn't it have been easier to just...
Pulp it.
Exactly.
I'd have
Mash it
thought-
up, serve it some soup or whatever.
Yeah, I think if you're making its teeth, you know, it's a village. So I'd have thought it's a, you know, I wouldn't have thought it would work for very long, and I wouldn't have thought the elephant would understand that it was teeth, so I wouldn't have been able to thought that the villagers could do it. I mean, top veterinary surgeons could have done something, but I think they made it all goodwill, but I don't want to thought it worked, so they probably ended up dying or pulping it like I suggested. But, you know, thanks very much, play a record.
No, but didn't you say something about wooden teeth? Someone, you know, had wooden teeth.
I don't know, I think that was possibly my grandparents.
They had wooden teeth.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was wooden. I think the palate was wood, and then the teeth were, as you would normally.
That's like from the 16th century, though, isn't
Well, it was the 1940s.
They used to hammer them in without anaesthetic.
Really?
Yeah. Just put into the wooden. Oh God.
That's a rubbish time, isn't it? To me.
And other people's teeth, obviously dead people's teeth, you could replace it. Just bang it in for a while.
Oh.
Oh God, unbelievable. Oh dear. Play a record, Carl.
If you've had your teeth, if you've had teeth hammered into your gums.
Placebo, English Summer Rain on XFM 104.9. Right, okay, you got the final educating Ricky, Carl?
Get a load of this court case.
Yeah.
What happened was, right,
Allegedly.
Fella's in court for something that he shouldn't have done, right?
Yeah. You got all the detail then at your fingertips?
And the jury says, he's guilty, right? And the judge went, what, he's not guilty, off you go then, right? He misheard it. You couldn't do anything about it, because once the judge has sort of said, you're not guilty, off you go. Off you go, you can go home. And the jury were like, what are you doing? They said he's guilty. I was like...
What do you think of the Thorns album?
I'm quite a big fan, Rick. Yeah, I like that sort of old country sound. I think
I know. I like that compilation you made me. That was
that sort of thing.
really good. The Jayhawks. Thanks for that, by the way.
There was the hanging one, wasn't there? There was the hanging one that happened.
Are you still there?
What bands have you got been checking out recently? Any new things?
Just exploring all kinds of stuff. Obviously, you know, I like dipping back into the old stuff. I'll tell you I've been appreciating a lot recently, Rick. Billy Bragg.
Oh, brilliant, yeah.
Great guy.
Isn't he playing
He's playing in March, yeah, you might want to try and
You heard about the hanging one when the fella was...
Sorry, mate, go on.
When the fella was hung. He was hung, and...
So it was hung?
He was hung by a rope.
So, isn't that... No, I think it was... Wasn't he, a Chinese emperor? And wasn't he hung?
Yeah.
Sorry, he was hung.
Some fella who'd done something, the hunging.
It's not a word anymore, he was hung.
Well, don't be doing that again, because you said squoze wasn't a word, and then I shown you a menu today that someone sent, and it said fresh orange.
Yeah.
Squoze.
In inverted commas, and next to it was the word colour, spelt C-O-L-O-R. So, presumably either the American menu, right, in which case, there's loads of American words that we don't use, or... it's just a badly typed piece of work.
Anyway, there was a bloke that was hung.
He was hung in that, but he didn't die.
Hung on that, he was definitely a Chinese. Hung on that, yeah. I remember him now, yeah.
He didn't die, and they said, oh, just hang on a minute whilst we change the rope and that, and he stood there waiting, changed the rope. They, tried to, you know, do it again, and, didn't work.
It didn't work, right.
So, they got another rope, right? Didn't work. And then they had to let him go, because it's like there's a well-known saying or something from this thing.
Yeah. Have you seen, do you like, Oh My Corazon by, Tim Burton's new single?
I don't know that
It's brilliant. Can we play a bit later? Yeah, can we play it? Let's play a record now, and, we'll, talk more a bit later.
Yeah. Hey, can you, Carl, would you shut up?
Oh My Corazon, Tim Burgess, brilliant. XFM 104.9. Right, well, we're running out of time here.
Yeah.
We had Carl in a little film, but I think we've only got time for Monkey News, you know?
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Carl?
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Yeah, let's do Monkey News.
Alright.
Play the jingle. Oh, chimpanzee that Monkey News.
Right, there's this monkey, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think his name was number 6 or number 7 or something, right, in this lab, right?
Yeah.
And, anyway, it's in there, with like, you know, the rabbits and little mice and stuff like that. And
The rabbit smoking.
the nurse, right? The nurse, not the nurse.
Depends what turns out her job was. She was a lab assistant, you call her a lab assistant.
Alright.
I mean, they probably call her by her name.
Oh, that lab assistant, right?
Kirsty.
So
I think
she's,
it's probably Kirsty.
Right,
Kirsty Morris.
so she's in there, right?
Yeah.
And she don't work with many people and that. She's mainly on her own with, you know, just putting lipstick on rabbits and stuff like that, right?
Chimp fancies her?
So,
Chimp fancies her. He's putting on lipstick, chimp fancies her, she's got hairy legs.
He gets Pally.